these are the times I normally get all my viewers, so... Who knows? Either I'll come up with nothing, or I'll come up with a decent amount. Go either way with this shit. Let's see, I should be live now. I feel like if I'm gonna be up, I might as well be doing something productive. Nice music. This game is fucking beautiful. Yeah, we already saw this. Chapter 1. I thought that was a real person just strapped to the boat for a second.
Flotsam should be just beyond the point. We'll take the beach.
Who's we?
You and me. Reconnaissance.
I'm coming too.
You should stay behind. We can't be sure of the reception we'll get.
Precisely why I won't let you go alone. Someone's got to look after you.
That time of the month.
I fucking hate this guy.
Any news from your secret informer?
The port's
I was
blocked.
lied to.
Some
I was
merchants
told
have
there
been
was a
held up for
sprint
months.
mechanic.
What about roads through the forest?
Yorveth rules the forest.
Doesn't exist. Jesus, look at this fucking tree. Look at the textures on this fucking tree.
Let's move!
Yeah, no, I need to see how this game is running, because I put everything on Ultra. So I was like, I should be able to run this game on fucking Ultra on my 1070. Yeah. Yeah, it works. Runs actually better than it did on high. So far, anyway. I haven't started combat or nothing.
Where are we?
In a forest?
Very funny. But who does it belong to?
Okay, I need to know how to sprint. He just fucking ran.
Yorveth, maybe?
Can I see a control scheme by any chance? No? Okay.
I know more about the Pontar Valley than you think. For instance, I know that Foltest
Why
stole
can't
this
I
land
catch
from
up?
Denevend a few years back. I believe you had a hand in that.
Damn you all.
I smell an elf. That's
Vernon Roach, Special Forces Commander for the last 4 years, servant of the Temerian King, responsible for the pacification of the Mahakaman foothills, hunter of elves, murderer of women and children, twice decorated for valor on the field of battle.
Yorveth, a regular son of a whore.
I've long
Yeah,
awaited
but does he murder
our
children?
meeting, laid plans, set traps, and now you appear in my forest of your own volition.
You aided the man who slew my king.
King or beggar, what's the difference? One Dwan less.
We need him alive. Know any useful spells?
Get his attention. I need to focus.
I'll try.
Climb down and we'll finish this. I await.
Ha! You're a man without honor, Vernon Roach. An insect I'll not duel, but one that I will crush.
Seems like you spout the same old elven drivel.
What you mean, Witcher?
I've seen your kind before. Proud and shay, sneaking around forests. Helpless, yet masking that with acts of increasing cruelty.
I helped kill Roach's king. You call that helpless? Or would you call me a terrorist? No one will grant us our freedom, Witcher. We must win it for ourselves.
You're just another old elf in a young elf's skin, using clever words to mask an obvious truth.
Obvious, you say?
This is not about race or freedom, or even vengeance. You're here because someone powerful told you to be.
Yeah?
Someone who's using you. They may wear a crown, carry a magic wand, or even lead a guild. But be sure of this. It's not about your freedom, your rights, or your ears. Nilfgaard plowed you once. Now someone new does. Am I wrong?
Those times are gone. No one will ever use the Squirtal again.
Who are you addressing? Me? Yourself? Or the archers in those shrubs?
Triss, now.
Really? You missed?
That ought to discourage them. Triss, are you all right?
Lovely.
You should have charmed the archers. They're coming.
Yeah, I'll take care of him. Just pulled my sword out of my butthole.
Geralt, the spell's still working. Stay close.
Oh, fuck you!
So no more butterflies. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Back to the boat?
There's even more of them that way. We must fight our
I'm the
way
one who
towards
should be
Flotsam.
carrying her? Screw you.
Get your hands off my ass.
Who did you think you were? I noticed. At least I'll die holding a lovely ass. Come on, let's go.
That's right, it's press Y to win.
Are you alright?
Yes, fine.
Sons of bitches.
What's happening? All I see are your boots.
Where the hell is that trading post? I'm starting to think we'll make it. Wait. Barrier's waiting. Triss,
Be quick!
give me a bit more magic. Just a little. Geralt, kill them now!
Yeah, but where are they?
Squire solid sacking! Alarm! Squirrels! There's a mage among them! Ready yourselves!
There you are. Is that a human with them?
You know each other?
Rather well, but he has amnesia. I actually took the Witcher by surprise when I killed Foltest. Fear not, Elf. I know Geralt. I know his weakness.
Too many spells at once. You can die from that.
See that?
Yeah, the Kingslayer and Yorvith.
You all in one piece? Who are you?
I'm a Witcher.
Emir var Emrys, spice merchant.
A trader?
In spices.
Uh-huh. And the woman?
My good man, we barely escaped death. Be so kind as to tell us where we might get some rest. We'll explain everything later.
Very well. Head for the market square. You might be in time for the execution. Some ne'er-do-wells are going to hang. A dwarf and some bard. There's
Oh
also
no.
an inn and a brothel.
Oh yeah, the brothel sounds especially interesting. Take care now.
Did you say that?
Squirrels at our very walls.
Yorveth led them. I saw him with my own eyes.
Who are these blokes?
They're the ones the elves were chasing. Assault in broad daylight.
What about the
Careful with those swords.
What are you looking at?
Interesting.
Will I see you in the hanging?
Can we go this way? I'm holding the door like a gentleman. It's gonna be fucking Dandelion and the other dude, isn't it? Yep.
Zoltan. Dandelion.
My informer.
Just great.
What's the plan?
We improvise.
No killing.
We'll take care of this, Triss.
Oh.
Geralt! Geralt! Over here! Help!
Fucking just turn around and walk away. Be like, I'm here to save Zoltan.
Dog catcher. Step back, White One.
Stand aside. I know those two, and I won't let them hang.
Piss on who you know. The law says they're to hang. Carry on and you'll join them.
What are they going to hang for? They don't look dangerous.
The charge is collusion with a Scoia'tael.
Don't believe you.
Dandelion, an elven spy?
The bard's hanging for debauchery.
What?
The sentence was he's to hang for debauchery.
Who the fuck?
And a sentence is nothing to scoff at!
Who do you fuck?
Are you serious? Listen here, people. Is profligacy now a punishable offense in the free kingdom of Temeria? Or are we in Nilfgaard?
Piss off, freak! Or you'll have me to deal with.
Oh,
Instead of
really?
the common folk, you're spoiling their fun.
Well, freak he may be, but he speaks true. Debauchery's one of my favorite pastimes, but I don't want a noose placed around my neck for pursuing it.
The soldier boys paid us a visit or two, though we didn't have much fun.
Away with you, Margot! Go back to your brothel.
Time to go? Fine. But hear this, people. He sure liked to parade about, but his Willie wouldn't come to attention. Ha!
Stop the execution.
Shut your trap. The singer's to hang, and he will hang. This is a decent town. Whores and witches.
Doesn't sound like a decent town.
Watch your words, guardsman. I don't know witches, but Margot's a decent woman.
Shut it, all of you! Or I'll not vouch for what I'll do.
Thinks he's tough, showing off his balls. Don't fret, people. I've seen the rot on them.
I'm warning you for the last time, Margot!
You wouldn't hit a lady.
You're no lady!
Come on up! Not room for one more deviant.
You,
They'll hang anyway.
is that all you got?
You freak! Want to swim with the others? Look out! Assaulted an officer! Yeah! You freak! Want to swim with the others?
Jesus. What else you got? I thought I just told you no. You
What
boys
the hell
want to
is
try
going
something?
on here? I said, what the arse fuck is going on?
What the ass fuck?
I'd like to report.
I think he just wet himself.
Out of my sight, Clover. A few ploughing bandits and you can't even hang them.
I wonder why they stopped saying
You,
fuck.
stay calm. Hands off your sword. Our scaffold embraces speeches and hangings. Which will it be?
You have no right to hang them.
Interesting. Because I'm the law in Flotsam.
I take issue with that. Vernon Roach, officer of the king.
Well, well. Blue stripes. The non-human hunters.
Precisely. Anyone suspected of collaborating with the Scoia'tael falls under my jurisdiction.
And Dandelion? What's he accused of?
He burned down a watchtower. What's your jurisdiction say to that? I thought so.
Is that true?
It might have looked that way, but I swear it wasn't my fault.
It was
I'd rather
totally your
give you
fault.
a thief. Relax. I'm joking. I hate thieves. We can put on another show. Bloody and serious this time, mind you. Or we can come to an understanding.
Meaning?
Give me a minute, Richard. Listen here. You may have heard rumours of the tragic events that transpired during the siege of Lavalette Castle. Sadly, they are true. King Foltest is dead. It's likely that Scoia'tael had a hand in this heinous murder. So you see, none of you can feel safe.
I mean, why would they assassinate any of these
That
guys?
is why today, wagons with armaments will roll out into Flotsam streets. I hereby declare a state of emergency.
Oh, Jesus.
Await orders. Prepare to fight. And ready yourselves to avenge your fallen king. Now disperse. Go to your homes.
What about them?
They'll not hang for now. Let's say I'm reconsidering their cases.
Good,
The
good
scaffold's
choice.
no place for civil conversation. We'll talk at my home. Your friends are free for the time being, but they're not to leave town. Come after dusk. I'll be busy till then. There's one more thing. Welcome to Flotsam, Witcher.
They were really going to hang us. I don't know. I didn't mean to torch that watchtower.
Everything's all right, Dandelion. Let's get out of here.
Oh, we all.
We owe you, Geralt. Thank you. Time to hit the tavern. Come on, Dandelion, you need a stiff drink. And while we're at it, I'll tell you an edifying tale of local hypocrisy that conceals lechery neath a veneer of courtesy. Except nothing can hide the stench.
I like their new animations. Zoltan doesn't look like he just saw a fucking ghost. I should just be hitting J.
Hey there, Witcher! Are you Geralt of Rivia, sir?
Who's asking?
Thank you, Master, for what you did outside La Valette Castle.
Our family would have perished if not for you.
Oh, really?
Please accept this modest gift.
Thank you.
May the gods protect you.
That's not what I said.
Drop is what I can do to you. Down some stairs.
Might find something interesting here.
Oh, where are my friends at?
Damn, that was close. Innkeep! Vodka!
Triss Marigold. Lice eat me, but you are a treat to behold. Just a little pale.
Magic takes its toll, but I'll be all right. Good to see you and your beard again.
Can somebody tell me what happened? You set off a month ago for Zoltan's wedding.
That got fucked. There will be no wedding.
Oh no.
Did you hear about Foltest?
Rumors travel faster than the wind.
Winds and rumors. I want to know the truth.
I want to know how Foltest died. And the dragon, was there really one there? And who rules Temeria now?
Dandelion, calm down. You'll choke on your liquor. No wedding, Zoltan.
The Breckenrigs broke off the engagement because some limp prick put it about that I joined the uprising in Vizima. My would-be pop-in-law refused to let a rebel firebrand join the family. Innkeep, where's our drink?
It was like this. We got to Mahakam a week after the Grand Master died. Bought Zoltan an absolutely grand doublet, a pair of Garibaldi Krakau's, and as a gift for Eudora, a gemstone as big as my fist.
You were broke as a joke by the time Dandelion threw me a bachelor party at an establishment called the Tight Lane.
Next day, we went over to the Breckenrigs. They welcomed us in, sat us down, and proceeded to discuss the superiority of Mahakaman mining know-how over any other. And that went on until dinner. Just when I thought I'd learned more than I ever wanted to know about mining, they served the soup.
You could have held a pin drop. Old Breckenrig rose and he says, "A real dwarf works a mine, not chases fame on the battlefield."
You'll never believe this, Geralt, but they served duck blood soup. It was as black as tar. They must have dropped lumps of coal into the pot.
"Eat," Breckenrig says, then proceeded to slop 2 full bowls of the shite. Old goat. Hope his mind caves in on his head.
Since when have you worked for Roach?
Hey, nobody said a word when you went out to save Temeria from the Grand Master.
I
and
like
his
their new
mutants.
designs, although he kind of looks like Johnny
Dandelion.
Depp now.
I was just asking. Do what you want. You're an adult, kind of.
That wasn't very
I
supportive.
love these characters.
Laugh away. At least I decided to do something constructive.
You used to spy for Redania. Now you're spying for Temeria. Some might call you a traitor.
Ever tried to live off of poetry alone? The truth is, I'm a citizen of the world. As long as I don't serve Emperor Emir, I'm not doing any harm.
Leave him
Fair
be,
point.
Geralt. He'll play the spy a bit, get bored and drop it. You know how he is.
Laredo said you're working with the Scoia'tael, Zoltan.
I have done many things in my life, Geralt, but I have never stooped to banditry.
The Scoia'tael don't consider themselves bandits.
But I am no Scoia'tael.
Fair point.
The dragon.
Zoltan's awesome. I trust him.
The dragon appeared, and that's all I know.
But where did the La Valettes get a dragon? We heard it fought on their side, huge as a barn, they say.
Dragons don't usually take sides. Maybe its lair was nearby and it just felt threatened.
If you hadn't driven it off, Foltest might not have taken the castle.
Maybe. We'll never know for sure. Triss, you're the expert on Temeria. Tell us who's in charge now.
It's chaotic and getting worse. The old families are fighting for supremacy, no holds barred.
Baron Kimbalt and Count Merivale, I bet.
Among others. After the assassination, while Geralt was in the dungeon, the lords convened in a field near Lavalette Castle to choose a new ruler. 3 days they debated, and it looked more like a bazaar than a meeting of nobles. Except the trade was in court and ministry positions, spheres of influence, royal privileges.
Humans.
In spite of several duels and 2 poisonings, no king was chosen. Civil war was in the air.
Where were the mages?
Aye. Where were the grey eminences of this world when they were truly needed?
They weren't invited. Neither was I. But if
Okay,
not
that
for
makes
their
sense.
intervention, or rather that of a few influential sorceresses, Baron Kimbalt would have taken the throne.
I was invited to sing at his court once. Afterwards, he refused to pay me, and the food was awful. No way I'll stay in Temeria if he's crowned.
Did they ultimately resolve anything?
No, it ended as usual. Sadly, John Natalis remains our only hope.
Ah, the victor at Brenna, and Foltest's most tried and true field commander.
And during the deliberations,
What about
he
his
was
kids?
several days' march from Lavalette lands, with an additional 2,000 armed men in tow. He's to keep the peace until a rightful monarch is chosen.
He could find that ruling is to his liking.
Natalis is a soldier at heart. He's not suited to rule, and I don't believe he even wants to.
He's got the army behind him.
Which is why he can guarantee peace. Why, a tenuous one, sure, but that's always better than civil war. Besides which, he's deeply in debt to a dwarven bank in which Philippa Eilhart, as sorceress, holds significant stake.
I think I've heard enough about politics.
Even though I'm the one who brought it up.
Foltest's killer lay in wait in the tower, where the Lavalettes had hidden the royal bastards. He was well informed.
Wait a minute, what were you doing there?
I was protecting the king. After the first attempt, Foltest began treating me as his lucky charm. He ordered me to be at his side during the battle. The dragon separated us from the rest of the army. The killer disguised himself as a monk, a blind one at that. He let Foltest greet his children, waited until I had walked off, then cut the king's throat from ear to ear.
How did he flee?
Jumped out a window into the river below. Yorv and Scoia'tael were waiting in a boat. It was planned.
And you're chasing him because he murdered the king?
I was accused of the murder. I need to clear my name. Besides, I looked him in the eye before he escaped. He's a witcher. Then some brave Temerian soldiers showed up, piled on me, and knocked me out.
The hell?
Save yourselves, good folk! The beast attacks!
We better get out there. Someone's casting spells.
The fuck is that? Is that a kraken?
What sort of sorceress are you? A lot of good you did. Can't you hear me? Why didn't you help him?
He's alive, isn't he?
The beast nearly pulled him in the water while you stood staring like a calf at a shit-covered clover.
Watch your
Okay.
words.
Where's this beast?
Ask her.
Geralt.
Ah, I guess we knew each other.
Oh, look here. Birds of a feather.
Let's say I've heard of you.
Master Witcher, this is foolish. The beast near pulled Sozek into the depths, and you're simply chatting with this damsel.
All right. What happened?
I came to Flotsam to kill the Kairan,
Kairan?
the monster that has effectively blocked the port. A moment ago, I had the good fortune to see it in all its splendor, but the local folk scared it away.
Good fortune? You hear that, Sozek? That was some good fortune for you.
Huh. Why's the beast in the port all of a sudden, eh? Summoned by the witch, perchance?
To see it in all its splendor.
And which of you is ready to help the sorceress fight the beast?
Why, us? Huge it is. Big as a mountain.
Then why get angry at someone who's willing?
Well, 'cause...
We'll tend to the buttholes. The sorceress or I. Maybe we'll do it together. We'll draw it away from the port beforehand, so as not to endanger the likes of you.
Well, I hope you succeed. I've no preference for who does it, witch or witcher. Just kill the whoreson and the whole town will be grateful.
I apologize for interrupting, but I am Louis Merce, and I am chief person in charge of all matters related to monster hunting in Flotsam. It is in this capacity that I must inquire if you're willing to attempt to resolve the problem of our so-called Karen, the beast that now blocks all trade traffic on the river.
So, Witcher, are we willing?
I usually work alone.
I was here first, and I'll not relinquish this contract. My way or the highway, as the locals put it.
Fine. Your way it is.
You must contact the merchants on the waterfront as regards any rewards. Madame de Tanseville has, I believe, already conducted some preliminary negotiations.
That I have.
In that case, don't let me keep you.
Triss, how long must I wait for you to introduce us?
Sheila de Tanserville, advisor to Queen Zulika of Kovir.
Kovir's a long way north.
True. I had my doubts if the Kayran was worth the journey, but those were dispelled with what it showed today.
Here to hunt down some ingredients?
Triss Merigold. Sharp as ever.
You're thinking that...
Troll eyes, ghoul venom, virgin's blood.
Virgin's
all those
blood.
disgusting marvels we take from dying species. To throw into the cauldron at Sabbaths. Right, Triss?
Absolutely. Virgins are a dying breed.
Oh my. Your sense of humor seems to be intact too. But enough of these pleasantries. Tell me, Geralt. You saw the tentacle. What do you make of it all?
The beast must be huge. Maybe inhabited one of the Pontar's tributaries before, hunting animals. Then it grew for some reason, and hunger drove it to seek fresh pastures.
And on the Pontar it found trade barges burgeoning with obese, slow-moving merchants. If hardly correct.
Yeah?
Cedric claims the Kayran emerged from the northern swamps approximately 1 month past.
Cedric?
An elf. Formerly a Scoia'tael. Strange bird. But he knows quite a bit about the area and its living wonders.
I need to look around, find out a few things.
An investigation. Witchers' rituals, extracting secrets and such.
More or less. I'll talk to the merchants about the reward, pay Cedric a visit and get back to you.
You'll find me at the inn. I've rented lodgings there, on the upper floor.
You know the inn's also a whorehouse.
Thanks for the warning.
Go ask the mason to take you as his apprentice.
Alright.
You free?
No, working my arse off like a steak.
What's over here?
Flotsam's got a garrison. We don't need a witcher.
Oh no, I'm not talking to a freak.
Wait a minute.
Be off, or I'll call the guards.
Should I kill you?
What do you want?
Heard you have a problem.
Ah, if only we had just one. Highways washed out, forests full of bandits, a river beast blocks the port, and tolls at a rise.
Can't help with the tolls, but the monster's a possibility.
A sorceress said the same, but we've yet to see any results.
She's asked me to work with her.
And who's to pay your wage?
That's what I'm here to discuss.
The sorceress was to manage alone. You can split that reward if you wish.
Well, we're managing it together now, so as I see it, you should double the reward.
You jest.
I never jest.
All right.
There we go.
We shall increase the reward. You'll both be satisfied, I assure you.
It's a deal. Now tell
Money.
me what you know about the beast.
You're the Witcher, damn it. I've no knowledge of these things.
Who could tell me more?
That ploughing elf, Cedric, most probably. He's supposed to know all about monsters.
Where can I find him?
In the village, outside the walls. Now leave me be.
Moral downfall embodied.
Go find Cedric.
We're out of mutton.
What do you want me to do? Shit a sheep?
We should send for the
Just gonna leave him there? Damn.
Where might you be going?
What kind of question is that? Anyway, know where I can find an elf named Cedric?
Don't get involved in this.
You did turn pale when we met Sheila.
You must have imagined that.
I know you too well.
Sheila's one of the most powerful sorceresses.
That's no reason to fear her.
She can't be trusted, in my experience. I know her to be devious and manipulative.
Any proof?
She's well aware you lost your memory, yet pretended she didn't know.
And why would she do that?
I don't know. Her true intentions have always been hard to fathom.
I'll see if I can't learn what they are.
How?
I'll go hunting with her, right after I find Cedric.
Well, then let's go see him. He should be at the top of his observation tower.
Alright, let's go.
I seek the elf named Cedric. Any of you know where he is?
That's your business.
I need to know if the forest's safe.
How am I to know if that's truly what you seek?
Oh
It's
my
common
God!
knowledge that you're racist.
I should get to him.
In Belk. It'll be nearly a year now.
Moril would delight in a day like this, Saharan. Enjoy the memory of her. Don't wallow in the longing.
I try. I do. But I cannot believe all the bad blood this disappearance has bred.
Don't let other Shay poison your memory of her. Hatred is but an outlet for helplessness.
Thank you, Cedric. Vafail.
Vafail.
You fail.
Greeting.
Are you Cedric?
Who asks?
Geralt of Rivia.
Ah, the Witcher. And?
Triss Marigold.
Lovely scent, Triss.
Cedric,
Gross.
look at me.
What do you want, Geralt of Rivia?
I need to make a few orens. You wouldn't happen to have a job for a witcher, would you?
There's never a shortage of work for a witcher in this forest. It's positively teeming with beasts. Though I'm not surprised they come here in droves.
Know why that is?
Cursed places attract all sorts of scum, like dung attracts flies. There was once a great house in the clearing. They locked up lunatics there. During the war with Nilfgaard, it was raised in a fire.
Ooh,
The lunatics broiled in their cells. The ruins remain cursed to this day. 2 daredevils went off to explore the ruins recently. They haven't been seen since.
A great house, you say. Tell me more about the building itself.
It was an old manor house that was converted into a mental institution. There was no shortage of
existed?
lunatics in wartime. They just kept coming. Reverend Mercey locked them up in there and looked after them. If you find the 2 people lost in the ruins of the mental asylum, you stand to be handsomely rewarded. By them or their families.
No harm in trying. I'm looking to hunt in this area, and I could use some
I'm no witcher. I set traps.
I'm aiming a little higher than
The old man? Meaning the Karen? Finally, Laredo's splurge. Listen, I'm not one to teach your grandmother to suck eggs. You witches know your work. But if you pay me, I can prepare a useful trap.
What kind of trap?
Puncturing trap, immobilizing trap, even decoys to pull monsters into an ambush. Whatever you like. Since I can easily finish off an ensnared necker, it should be child's play for you.
The elf woman you were talking about. How did she disappear?
Saharim believes the forest took her.
What do you believe?
Moril simply vanished, almost a year ago now. Some say she was too beautiful, and Dwan must have harmed her.
You believe that?
If I have no evidence before me, I try to trust my feelings. And they tell me the forest did not take her.
Why would you keep that from Saharim?
Because it's meaningless. Perhaps she was murdered, perhaps she departed on her own, never to return. She's gone, and neither I nor Saharim can reverse that.
What are the Scoia'tael fighting for?
Do you ask about the old ones, who hoped to restore our race to its previous glory? Or about the young ones, who fight for survival and out of suicidal revenge?
Yorvith's warriors. Which mold do they fit?
They believe they are still independent, and that there is but one just way to view their cause. In truth, however, they're but a shadow of the end, or until they realize the truth themselves, which is, I believe, the worst.
I aim to kill the Karen. Heard you might be able to help.
That depends on the sort of aid you seek.
I need information.
We should have killed it years ago. Now I don't know. The beast has become too large for the riverbed, and it has strange growths on its tentacles, extremely thick skin. Previously, it inhabited a swamp along one of the Pontar's tributaries. Completely wild terrain. Even the Scoia'tael don't venture there. You should go see the wreck of the boat it recently sank. Inspect any traces it's left. See the destruction.
Where's this wreck?
Venture south
Guys just
into the
walking around
forest,
checking shit out.
then turn east toward the river. You'll find the ruins of a bridge erected long ago by the Enshe. The wreck lies at their foot.
Thanks, Cedric.
You'll find me by the boat wreck.
Jeez, Triss. Should
I'm
I
already
not
there.
overusing those teleports?
Huh. Seems legit. I can't separate them into side quests like I could in the last one. wasn't sure if I could or not. No, I want to try this one. I can apparently level up. I have 6 talents. I guess you need like all this starter shit. Now it's available. Yeah, that'll work. I'm gonna head out and go to the hospital now. Ugh. Actually, I should probably meet that one dude in the evening first. How far away is it? Yeah, it's not that far. It's in the town. Back through the dead bodies. So don't unsheath your sword, I'm here. Just gotta be careful with that shit.
What was that? Watch it.
They do not like it when you draw your sword in public. Makes sense.
I think the stew's ready.
Quiet, woman. Artist at work.
People! The mutant's pursuing me!
You might want to stir it.
People! The mutant's pursuing me!
What a dick. talking about donuts? What the fuck?
What?
The Commandant wanted to see me.
Leave your weapon here.
Guard it with care. It's very valuable.
Wait, Wolf. I need to talk to the Commandant too.
You going inside or not?
Listen, friend. I'm an officer and you're a runt. And when I say jump, you will not only...
Come on, Roach.
Yeah,
With these cunts, Laredo can protect the port from a drunk lumberjack, let alone Yorveth.
He succeeded.
A ballista. The bastard's got a ballista. You know the power of this weapon. Its arms strengthened with bronze plates and strung with horsehair.
I mean, I've fired
it can
one,
propel
so yeah.
heavy bolts up to a mile away.
Yeah, an experienced crew can release 2 bolts each minute, but it can't hit the same spot twice because it recoils and shifts. I've heard that somewhere before.
Where did you learn about ballistae?
I knew someone who knew a bit about them.
Unimportant. We need to damage it. if
You
we don't wanna
asked
be at
me.
Laredo's
Fuck
mercy.
you.
They're all drunk here now. I'll provoke the guard.
Relax, Roach. I don't want to fight this rabble again.
As long as that weapon's operational, no one will sail this section of the Pontar without Laredo's express permission.
I'll handle this. Go have a drink.
Nothing better than a
I think
fireside
these drunkards
feast.
protect people from the Scoia.
Except a fireside feast with
Peasants
copious
in
amounts of
uniforms.
liquor.
Add plough into the mix and it doesn't get any better.
That one struts
Sniffing
again.
around like
provided
dogs in
it
a
all.
rubbish dump.
So
True.
she's just... Yeah, I
Come
don't
here,
know.
lass. Your uncle's got a story for you.
What you want, old man?
I was looking to test my strength. Arm wrestling.
What do I stand to gain?
Nothing, because I'll thrash you.
And if I win?
I feel like
You'll
this will
beat
just
a
be
witcher,
button mashing.
So I guess that gets you bragging rights.
Are you that Geralt fella? The Grey Wolf? All right.
It's the White Wolf.
So long as he can afford to tell it. I'll not lend an ear for less than 10 orens.
Haven't had this good a time in ages.
That's true.
Hey, you're alive. You know this one. What you want?
How
I
does
was
this
looking.
work?
Let's do.
A little elf was skipping down the path. Plough 'em all, plough 'em all. Along came a dwarf and kicked him in the arse. Plough 'em all, plough 'em all. Oh, you arse fuck, dirty rotten scum. Plough 'em all, plough 'em all. Do that again, and I'll fuck your mum.
Okay, that's kind of cool. I like that.
You've had your song.
Damn the dogs! The old man got
Dude,
me.
you're like 30 years
I
older
need
than
to
me.
eat. Build up a bit. I don't like freaks.
And I don't like oafish no-necks.
Oh,
What do you want, mutant?
To try my luck. Arm wrestling.
I'm gonna crush you, mutant.
Save the boasting till later. Let's do this.
Haven't had this good a time in ages.
That's true.
You know this one. A little elf was skipping down the path. Plough 'em all, plough 'em all. Along came a dwarf and kicked him in the arse. Plough 'em all, plough 'em all. Oh, you arse fuck, dirty rotten scum. Plough 'em all, plough 'em all. Do that again, and I'll...
I hate mutants like you.
I know.
Fuck you, dude.
You've had your song. Care for some real diversion?
Haven't had this good a time in ages.
I don't like. That's true.
You know this one. A little elf was skipping down the path. Plough 'em all,
Don't you
plough 'em
traipse around here.
all. A dwarf and kicked him in the arse. Plough 'em all.
Don't you traipse around here.
Fuck, dirty rotten scum.
Don't you traipse around here.
Do that again, and I'll fuck your mum. Plough them all.
You've had your song. Care for some real dive?
Don't you traipse around here. Don't you traipse around here. Don't you traipse around.
Oh my god.
Nothing better than a fireside feast.
Except a fireside
Don't
feast.
you traipse around here.
Can I kill this guy?
Add plough into the mix and it doesn't get any better.
Luckily, the Commandant's provided it all.
True. Come here, lass. Your uncle's got a story for you.
So long as he can afford to tell it. I'll not lend an ear for less than 10 orens.
Don't you traipse around here. Don't you traipse around here.
I see. Okay. So how am I supposed
Nothing
to...
better than a
That one
fireside
struts about as
feast.
if he were the king
Don't
of
you
hell,
traipse
except the
around
fireside
here.
feast we
Hey,
can't
look, I'm
get without
traipsing.
the liquor.
Fuck you.
Don't you traipse around here.
That won't get old.
Luckily, the Commandant's provided it all.
True. Come here, lass. Your uncle's got a story for you.
So long
What
as...
do you need, ugly?
Ugly.
Well, you ain't exactly handsome.
And you ain't exactly pretty.
I wouldn't worry. Women prefer ugly men to groomed dandies. And you're ugly something mighty. Care for a romp?
Can't just now, but I'll find you later.
Margaret.
I wanted to surprise my friend, the sad-looking guy by the ballista.
Some idiot wanted me to read him poems recently. Extravagance, as I say it. I didn't like it.
I was thinking of something a little more traditional.
What would you have me do?
Just go with your specialty.
All right, it'll be my standard rate.
Draw him away from the ballista while you're at it.
Slap me hard and call me stupid. Trying to put one by me? That'll cost you more.
How's that?
Surcharge on special requests. Those are the rules.
Let me think it over. A favor for a favor?
You've helped me already. Humiliating Myron and Alphonse. That was something. Thank you.
The pleasure was all mine.
All right. I'm off to give the boys some diversion.
Yeah, you go do that.
Nothing better than a fireside feast.
Except a fireside feast
Care
with
for a little
copious amounts of
diversion,
liquor.
brave one.
I'm on duty. Into the mix and it doesn't get any
come
better.
on. Your
Luckily, the
comrades are
Commandant's
well at
provided
having
it
their
all.
fun. Why
True.
should you be any worse?
Come here, lass.
You're
Your
right.
uncle's got a
Let's
story
go.
for you.
So long as he can afford to tell it. I'll not lend an ear for less than 10 orens.
Yeah.
Sniffing
Haven't had this
around
good a
like
time in
dogs
ages.
in a rubbish dump. That's
I'm
true.
gonna talk to the
You know
roach.
this one. A little lad was skipping down the path. Plough-all. Along came a dwarf lad, kicked him in the arse. Plough-all. Oh, you are.
Ballista's decommissioned.
Perfect. Let's go see Laredo.
Care for some real dive?
No passage.
Jesus, dude.
Plowing squirrels. I'd put them in their place.
Where'd he go? He like walked off into the ether.
Soft on them, that's the problem.
That one struts
Soldiers
about as
are
if he were
bored.
the king himself.
The garrison's thinning.
Now you're talking.
Laredo's busy with that witch Sheila. Come back later.
Geralt, let's wait downstairs in the yard.
Ew.
You'd go after the women, then relish killing the elven brats.
So, the brats turn into squirrels. And once the women are gone, there'll be no more brats.
Stop talking bollocks or I'll go.
Yes?
Do we wait until the Honorable Lady is done with the Venerable Hick?
Waste of time. Looks like a good number of Flotsam's town watchmen are here. We should look around. Did you see that arbalist behind the house? I'll get his attention. Give him something to think about. Why don't you find out what they're guarding so closely?
My apologies, gentlemen. I could not help overhearing your conversation.
What do you want?
In point of fact, it's a matter for the Witcher. I have an offer.
Yeah, fuck you, Roach.
An offer? Interesting.
I suspect you did not come to Flotsam for pleasure alone.
You suspect right.
Do you know about the monster in the river?
Might have heard something.
I expect someone will hire you to deal with it sooner or later. Thus, I presume that...
Stop presuming, expecting, and concluding. Just tell me what you want.
Our honored host is in possession of part of a trap, built especially for the beast in question.
Go on.
Around back, there's a storage area where Laredo keeps the treasures he confiscates from merchants and travelers. There are heaps of things out there.
Let me guess. You know exactly where I need to look.
Precisely. I saw Laredo's men carrying the contraption across the garden in a crate. They placed it on a platform by the wall, beyond which lies the craftsman's district.
Why are you telling me?
Why? We need to be rid of the beast as soon as possible.
Fuck.
Good luck.
Excuse me.
All right. I'll distract the guard. You sneak behind the house.
Brilliant as ever.
Soldier, report to me immediately.
What do you want?
Take a nap in it. That jack off have the key or something. Is there another way I can go? There we go.
You forget who you're dealing with, Commandant.
You must think me an idiot.
I cannot help myself. You take guardsmen off the streets to guard carpets, fabrics, and spices pilfered from merchants. Do you have any grasp of the responsibility that rests with you?
Don't teach an old man to piss, sorceress. I've ruled Flotsam for years.
Flotsam is ruled by a fear of Yorveth. That fear rules even you.
I've made my demands perfectly clear.
Like a crying babe deprived of its rattle. In time, Commandant, they'll hang you by the neck from a roadside tree like a regular bandit.
Probably.
And rightly so, for you're no better.
Your time will come too, sorceress. They'll pile kindling at your feet.
Enough. Fear has confused you. Think over what I said and give your answer before it's too late.
In Flotsam, we cut the hands off thieves.
I was looking for the privy.
You're lucky the Commandant wants to see you. Come on!
Commandant, sir.
Shit!
We caught the Witcher sneaking around the garden.
Bring him in and leave.
Yes, sir.
We were just discussing a certain matter. You here on business too?
The Commandant wanted to see me.
In that case, I shall leave you to it.
Finally!
They didn't want to let me in while the sorceress was here.
Did you see her? Made up like a whore on parade day. They think they can do anything, those sorceresses. I heard what happened in Temeria. You know your name's on a warrant. It's unfortunate, though nothing that should impede our dealings. See, I'm the law round here, and the law needs to know what the legendary White Wolf's doing in this cesspit.
That's no concern of yours.
Listen, Witcher, here in Flotsam, everything's my ploughing concern.
Yeah, it's like they couldn't say fuck anymore.
I'm looking for the man responsible for Foltest's death.
Here?
I know the Scoia'tael had a hand in it too. It's their trail I followed to Flotsam.
Lucky you found Bernard Laredo then. If you're telling the truth, Yorveth's got raw blood on his hands. I can help you find him.
What about Vernon Roach? Why didn't you let him in?
Roach? Know the aura that surrounds him? Men like him act first and think later. And when they act, almost inevitably innocent blood flows. I trust you're on our side.
Whose side is that?
That of the people of Flotsam, of course.
I'm not on
Terrorized by
his
the
side.
Elven bandits for years now.
I don't take sides.
A local conflict, none of my business.
You killed some elves on the riverbank outside Flotsam.
We were attacked.
You failed to understand.
It's you who doesn't understand, Laredo. To tell you the truth, I'm not human.
You an elf? A dwarf? No, talking bollocks. I piss on the fact that they call you freak for your white hair and glowing eyes. You're a human like any other. We're fighting a war. And you, my friend, cannot straddle the fence.
What about the elves and dwarves in the trading post? The smiths, peddlers, and hunters? They eat with you, sleep among you. Whose side are they on?
Hell if I know. That's my point, Witcher. When you fight for survival, you need to be sure who your friends are. The non-humans in Flotsam, sure, they eat, fuck, shit among us. But when Yorveth sounds the battle horns, who knows what they'll do.
I'm surprised they haven't turned on you already.
How so?
The town guards treat non-humans like shit.
Yeah.
Frankly, I don't know what keeps
Try
them.
to hang
I'll
Zoltan just
tell
for being
you
a
what,
fucking
Geralt.
dwarf.
The hunger they'd face in the forest. But I grant you, those acts of insubordination need to be stopped. Soldiers are simple men. When you see your mate die, a Scoia'tael arrow in his throat, it's hard to look favourably at the elf who sells your wife coloured kerchiefs. You're a witcher. Your job is to protect the simpletons from monsters. I protect them from the danger that lurks amongst the trees.
I see where this is going.
Yorveth's no better than a monster that attacks those who go out to gather kindling. Matter of fact, he's worse. He's smarter and crueler.
How do we get him?
I don't want you to kill him. Even you don't have a hope against his entire force. I've an
I'll
idea,
test
but I'd
that.
rather not go into it now. The squirrels are up to something. Every night their scouts come closer. I suspect they plan to attack the barge moored in the port.
What's on the barge?
You mean who? Bandits, murderers, rapists.
So
On
it's
their
like
way
their
to
jail.
the dungeons at Drakenborg. As soon as...
Their infamous leader joins them. The cherry on the cake and Bernard Laredo's crown trophy.
Couldn't have put it better myself. As long as Yorveth remains free, humans, elves, and dwarves will live alongside each other in deep distrust. I've got to learn what the pointy-eared rat is planning.
How am I supposed to get that information?
You underestimate me, Witcher. True, I have my prejudices, but I'm not blinded by them. Take your friend Zoltan, for instance. He contacted Yorveth.
How can Zoltan help if he can't go outside the walls?
Step by step, Geralt. That's how you build trust. You could start by tending to a problem we have. A beast. The Kairan has blocked all boat traffic. I'm losing tolls. That is, the trading post is losing revenue. Kill the Kairan and I'll declare your friends acquitted of their crimes. Then Zoltan can take you to see Yorveth.
I'm a Witcher. I don't work for free.
Course you don't. Help us capture the Scoia'tael commander, and you'll be rewarded generously.
I'll see what I can find out.
Are you stir up storm? Farewell.
I want to do this mission. This mission's nice and creepy. It'll fuck with me. I'll meditate real quick.
No passage.
Fuck you, let me out. Oh, I thought it said I got the key. That wasn't accurate.
Entry only on the Commandant's express orders.
Well, they won't let me out. Oh, never mind. Figured it out.
Your beauty turned me away at the door, the bastard.
Just fuck. Oh my god, this guy is just a prick.
We'll meet later. Don't forget your weapons on the way out.
Yeah, my sword.
Boss, why the hell are we stacking and restacking?
Psst. White-haired one.
Excuse me?
I have an offer for you. Greetings, white-haired one. I could do with your help. You see, I'm looking for a certain formula.
Okay.
I'm no herbalist.
I know who you are. I'll be straight. Find the formula and you'll earn a sizable pouch of orans.
Sounds good. What do you want me to do?
The formula is in the hands of a certain shopkeeper.
Oh, no.
Can't go and see him yourself?
He deals in incense. One type is particularly popular. I think what he sells is harmful, yet I need the formula to prove it. The scoundrel knows that and is very cautious. Yet I assume you as a witcher, have your ways?
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, this is the one I want to do.
Want to play soldiers and squirrels?
Attention, monsters! I love that kind of shit. God, fuck those things. Oh, Jesus!
How many more can there be? It's your deal.
Some help, finally. I thought I was done for.
What's wrong?
I'm fine, but my friend remains in that damned hospital.
Cedric told me that 2 people went missing near the burnt mansion.
I'm Rupert Brandhuber. I'm a medic from Edda, and I came here with a friend to look for a very rare species of herbs.
These woods aren't the best place for herb picking.
So we were warned, but the temptation was too great. We got as far as the site of the fire. No sign of herbs, but there was something downstairs. Something. What's that? Can you hear it? That's Grindley's dog. Feel that? Something approaches. Help us!
Fucking little zombie people. The hell? Fucking can't even see him. Ow. God damn it. Oh. It's too late.
Other than those
Yo, Casper, where you at? That's something.
I'm too old for this.
I don't know what the hell this thing is, but... Sure didn't seem friendly.
Those here were innocents, and I...
Walk away, so just... there's no way to get up to him without seeing him. He's like, oh no.
I'm not about to play with fire.
Involuntary cramps of the facial muscles. It's St. Vitus syndrome.
He's dripping. He's dangerous.
Lock him up.
Fever. Shakes. Dilated pupil.
Oh shit! All these herbs. Quality herbs.
Not clean. To the bone. Is it more?
I'm in pain.
This is twins. I was like, oh god.
Help! Give me some medicine. They deserve to suffer. I'm in pain. I beg you, help! Give me some medicine. I'm in pain. I beg you, help! Give me some medicine. Go away!
Oh my.
Go away!
Lee, leave me be! Away with you!
Control yourself.
It's not my fault. It wasn't me, not me.
What's not your fault?
Fire. Fire everywhere. It wasn't meant to happen. I didn't want that, I swear.
Won't get much out of you until I calm you down. Maybe the fire didn't consume everything. Maybe I can find some medicine. A sedative.
Go away!
Leave me alone! No!
Reginald blood. Must clean it. To the bone. To the stone. Is it mine? No matter. Clean it.
Whatever happened here made quite an impression, even on those who were mad.
Jesus. This place is haunted as shit.
Go away!
I wonder what these things will look like in 3. Because I literally know nothing about The Witcher 3 other than it's called The Wild Hunt. Let's get you out of here.
What's going on? Where am I?
Easy. Rupert asked me to find you.
Rupert lives.
Listen, you and your friend. I don't get it yet, but you aren't telling the truth. That's painfully apparent. This place seems to have a very dark past, one you had a hand in. Do you understand me?
Yes.
Great. So now you can tell me the story and don't skip a thing.
Story?
There's always a story, Gridley. Spit it out.
Oh. We're former soldiers, fought for Eden during one of the wars with Nilfgaard, times long past. I was Rupert's adjutant in the field hospital that our unit set up in this manor house. We didn't at all mind who lived here. In fact, the inmates were friendly. At the outset, that is. One day our scouts captured a Nilfgaardian. He was desperate to win his freedom and claimed he was part of a detachment that had concealed the booty looted in Eder. We couldn't believe our fortune. Thought the gods had smiled upon us. We'd heard incredible tales of this treasure, questioned any black one we'd captured. It seemed all our efforts would finally be rewarded. We decided to make him talk.
By torturing him?
Our commander wanted to break him on the wheel, but Rupert said he knew a better way. There's a local herb. If you brew and drink it, you can only tell the truth. The commander interrogated the prisoner, drawing a map in the process. And we celebrated. Talked of how we would divide the treasure. And took ever greater liberties with the patients. The priest looking after them began to protest, and one of our boys split his head open.
Nice, Gridley. Keep talking and I just might let you go alive and intact. What happened next?
Once the prisoner revealed where the treasure was hidden, the commander had him quartered in front of the lunatics. They'd shown signs of madness before. When they smelled blood, well, we could not control them. Many we simply had to cut down. I don't even know how the fire broke out.
Any of the patients survive?
A young woman we managed to pull from the burning building. She was nice, quiet, and willing.
Willing?
2 nights later, she slit our commander's throat, and that was all we saw of her, and of the map, of course. The war was ongoing, and shifting fronts forced us to abandon our search for her soon after.
And here you are, back after many years. Really think you can still find her around here?
Life's not treated me well since then, and Rupert's had it even worse. This is our chance to reverse our fortunes. Fate smiled upon us once. Perhaps by some strange chance it still holds us in favor.
I wouldn't count on that. I think we're dealing with one heavy curse here. And it looks like we need to start by finding that Nilfgaardian's corpse.
Salt and burn, gotcha. Found him.
Go away! Leave me be!
A wolf leading wolves.
What do you want, Spectre? Their deaths?
2 of 20 return when none remain. Yet one shall judge them. If he is merciful, he will feed them to the dead. If he is cruel, he will grant them what they came for.
A prophecy. I should have expected as much.
Bring me their hearts, so I may feast on their cowardice. Bring me their eyes, so I may spit in them before they are forever extinguished.
Is
Oh,
that your
damn.
offer? Fine. I'll lift this curse one way or another.
They deserve to suffer.
The floor. It's moving. It's creeping towards me.
And
I met the Nilfgaardian's ghost. Let's find your comrade.
I thought I had to like escort him
You
out.
live. What happened down there?
I found the ghost of the Emperor's soldier.
You're the Witcher. Get rid of it.
The ghost wants revenge. It brought you here to the scene of the crime. It'll lift the curse in return for you.
By the gods, you'll not help him, will you?
The ghost wants your hearts and your eyes.
Gods, you must trick him. Surely you know a way.
I could pull the hearts out of some neckers. Thing is, I'm wondering if it's worth it.
Witcher, I beg you. Do what you must. Go see the butcher for some pig's eyes and hearts. Anything. You'll not send us to a cruel death.
Pig hearts? I suppose there'd be some poetic justice in that.
And
Let me go find some neckers. Where the drowners at, damn it?
Take that.
Holy shit. I think I'm a little too tired to play The Witcher. Probably do another one of these later. If not, It's just been a rough couple of days, scheduling wise. So, I'll try to get back into it full-fledged, but I'm just not mentally. It's not even that, my reaction time is slower because I'm tired. That's just all it is. So, yeah, I'll try to stream a little more of this later, maybe when I reach my third wind. But, expect a stream of this, if not today or tomorrow, whatever you want to consider it, to happen probably like really early the next morning. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, and have a great one, and I'm gonna head out. Figure out what I'm doing for breakfast. Peace.